the upset against Kirk Phipps. We're going to see Aidan Connor and Matt Cover coming up. And for the Tigers, the senior class, part of the crew that won the Ivy League title in 2020. Possibility we're going to see particularly Dugan and Cover try to fight for NCAA tournament appearances coming up in 2 weeks.
Yeah, we have a great senior class that's graduating here at Princeton University right now, and it's going to be sad to see him go, but they really did a lot for the program and you know, really changing the tone of, you know, Princeton as a wrestling town.
Those that helped along the way, Aidan Connor, and it has been more what he's done in training to work his way up and help the team. But now a senior campaign, he had a big showing at Midlands, finishing 7th. And he's also 3-2 against ranked opponents this season. The former 3-time Texas State champion, 14-5 this year. Getting the nod for Princeton. And Logan Deacetis, the juniors, 18-10. A quality opponent as well, 9-5 in duels competition, all but one for Bucknell this year. And it's Connor going ahead 3-0 with the takedown. And now looking for more, maybe.
Yeah, he's tough on top, and he's one of those guys that I wish more people were like him on our team. I mean, he's a leech. He's so hard to escape from, and it's the reason why. I mean, he's in the driver's seat in most of the positions and matches that he's in, and it's not a shocker that it has to do with the mat wrestling. But again, Aidan Connor, I have to give him a shout out. He is one of the best guys to ever come through this program, because he never had the name in the flashing lights, and he didn't have any of that, and he just stayed ready and stayed hungry, and whatever he could do to make the team better, he was willing to do. And it's a really unique individual to have on your team.
And he's in a tough spot. Luke Stout's kind of working a bit through a week-to-week injury, but that's a tough guy to say, oh, I'm going to go in ahead of you at 197 for the AIWA tournament. He's kind of the unfortunate odd man left out, so to say, where, again, 3-2 against ranked foes this season. Whatever happens in 2 weeks, it's going to be tough if he doesn't have that opportunity, but he only afforded one wrestler per weight class.
The best thing about Aidan Connor is he's not worried about anything but being the best version of himself that he can be. He's not worried about anything that he can't control. He's going to control what he can control, and that's being able to be ready to wrestle in this. Whatever happens next week, happens next week, and he can't control that. All he can do is his work ethic and staying ready, you know, if his name's called, and that's what he does to the best of his ability. It's amazing to see.
And he's trying to cap things off here on senior night. If Princeton can get a win with bonus, it would lock up the Princeton victory. They'll finish their duels slate 6-7. Bucknell had finished their duels slate 8-8, but we're not there yet. It's only the one takedown, still strong riding, and here's where Connor's been the best so far, besides Deacetis, of the Princeton wrestlers. What he's doing on top, on the mat with the ride.
Yeah, he's got short time here, but he's looking for a turn. He's got that shoulder locked out, and doesn't look like he's going to be able to get any swipes here. But good ride out after our first pre-take. You see 2 minutes of riding time with no escape point. 3-0. It's pretty good.
Connor is going to choose bottom. Again, continuing just the praise for Aidan Connor. He's done a little bit of everything in his Princeton career. There's been times he's been needed at heavyweight. And, okay, maybe you can get yourself with your height to below 200s, but it's a tough ask with some of the other guys that are well-established at that weight class. And he's just, like you said, been ready for whatever, but he's willing to do whatever as well to help the team. It's not just about Aidan, but it's about the Tigers.
If you're comfortable with the work that you put in, no matter what, right? Wins or losses don't matter. It's because it's you versus yourself, and what your expectations are for you. His expectations are, I'm going to put the work in, and whatever happens, happens. And he was going to be okay with the outcome. And here he is, in a position to win a match, a big dual meet, last one of the year for his team on his senior night. it's pretty special to see. He's got to continue to wrestle here. I mean, again, can't stop just because he's up 4-0, with this 1 minute and 30 seconds of riding time. Would love to see him get this major, as you see Deacetis shooting in.
Yeah, Deacetis 8-2 again against EIWA opponents this year. So he's very capable. Trying to get his 10th dual win of the season, but Connor with the advantage, trying to keep it going. Becomes a bit of a scramble here. Still a hold of that left leg for Connor, but Deacetis is now awfully close to 3.
He's doing a good job with that crossface. He bails on it now, goes down to that ankle, but Aidan's pretty comfortable here as his shoulder's getting a little bit in a precarious position, but he's got those gooey shoulders and finds a way to get his head up, and now they're wrestling. He's looking for a way to get his head back up in a short time here. We'll see if anyone's able to score, but been a good scramble here.
Almost a little Gumby action there for those familiar with the Clay cartoon back in the day to get that shoulder away from any trouble, and it stays 4-0 heading into the third period. Gritty spot there, but there's still room for more for Connor. And Deacetis, understanding the situation, down by 4, starts on his feet. So if you're Connor, the idea here is pretty clear. Get a takedown, ride it out, bonus point, Princeton would win.
Yeah, that'd be huge. Be huge, and if you're Deacetis, you just got to, not let this position that you're in phase you and continue to be aggressive. And you almost got to a scoring position at the end of that last period, so we'll see if he's able to do so. But Aidan Connor looks like the lock of a double leg and coming back down to that single leg. He's got this low double type of position, as you see, that ankle. Man, Princeton giving up a lot of ankles today. It's been affecting their, scoring percentage, right? I want to see the statistics here, but I'm assuming that they've scored a lot less times than they've been on legs.
Maybe a chance here for Connor against Deacetis, who was undefeated both as a junior and senior at Prairie Central High in Illinois. Connor lost only 2 matches over his final 3 at the high school level. 2 well-accomplished wrestlers in their respective high school and collegiate careers. Battling tough in the final minute. Connor still trying to get 3. Deacetis battling tough too.
Let's get that back ankle Deacetis does. It is a weird position, but they're both wrestling, and we'll see who can get out of it. But this is an interesting scramble here with 40 seconds left in the third. But Deacetis, man, he kept that back ankle and prevented Aidan Connor from getting that arm through it and securing that 3. Man, a lot of stalemates today.
These 2 are battling tough.
Takes a lot out of you, man,
Yeah.
those scrambles, with no points to show for it.
You think 4-0, you're like, okay, it's a slower paced match. We've seen some very good shots that haven't led to anything, at least in this one. Short time. Deacetis needs a takedown, then some back points to get back in this one. And Deacetis gonna get 3. And Connor's just gonna hold tough here and secure the 5-3 decision. So the good thing for Princeton is the best Bucknell can do is pin and move to criteria. But the good thing for Bucknell is with that late takedown by Deacetis, they give themselves the opportunity to win with action from Dorian Crosby at heavyweight, who has already